And good afternoon and welcome to high school girls basketball here on CRM Live Sports on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. As this afternoon and this evening we come your way from Johnson Hall here on the campus of Kirkwood Community College on the southwest side of Cedar Rapids, as it is the 18th annual Rivalry Saturday that is underway as Game 3 is about to get started, as it'll be the Marion Wolves taking on the Vikings of Vinton-Shellsburg in a WAMAC Conference cross-divisional matchup. And good afternoon, Scott Unash, former Prairie coach Steve Dozer joining you here from high atop Johnson Hall, a brand new venue here for Rivalry Saturday, as we come your way on the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths pregame show here this afternoon. And this is, as Scott Monk, the tournament director, puts it, one of the great days of of high school girls basketball each and every year. And we've had 2 good games so far and getting ready for 6 more, 5 of which you will have for you right here on CRM Live Sports. But it's you've played in this event, Steve. It's always a fun time.
It is. Scott Monk, who organizes the event, does such a great job, and I think the year 17 for this, I believe, and amazing. And the fact that Kirkwood's hosting, I love that Kirkwood and Co. was hosted. They've had it down for 5 seasons now, called the Reliant Powerhouse, and it's been a wonderful venue, and they get teams from all over. They got Algona here, and it's a great opportunity for these kids and fans.
And you get to play at a college-type atmosphere, a bigger court, et cetera, and usually you have a very good opponent.
Yeah, and this is all match. I mean, you look at across the board who we have today, Scott, all really good teams, and they're all coming off good first wins and start the year. But boy, really good teams, and a lot of these teams have been to state.
Yes, they have, and 2 teams that are trying to get to state. Our first matchup here this afternoon, as it'll be in the WAMAC Conference. Vinton-Shellsburg taking on Marion. Only meeting of the year between these 2 teams. Last year, Vinton-Shellsburg stopped a 16-game losing streak to Marion, then the Indians, now the Wolves, of course, and defeated Marion in the early going. This is Vinton-Shellsburg's home game, so they are going to be the designated home team here this evening, or I should say this afternoon. But should be a good ball game. You got Marion under new coach Henry Martinson coming. He's been a member of the staff, went to Central City, and now is back, and it's going to be a different look for this Marion team this year. Yeah,
a different look, but they're going to play a little bit different too. You're going to see a little more run, a little more run-jump type of defense. You're going to see them pushing the ball. Not that Marion hasn't done it in the past, but I think you're going to see them doing things they have not been accustomed to in the past, so that'll be exciting.
Yes, and as far as Vinton-Shellsburg is concerned, just coming back from a few down years. Of course, you go back to Harold Shepard and the great teams that he had at then Vinton and now Vinton-Shellsburg, and Rich Haseman taking things over, and they've got a terrific team. Kind of built this program back up, and they've got exciting things that they're looking for in Class 3A coming up this year.
Yeah, they've done a great job. And they're coming off a good win. Maquoketa's a nice team, and they came off a nice win, 57-50 over them. And like you said, it's a program that's made strides. And, just a few years back, they had 4 wins. And then they're 12, and last year 18. So you've seen really good, because they had a good 10-year, Scott, 10 or 12-year drought. I mean, They really wins were really tough to come by, and boy, Coach Rich Heisman has done a really nice job, and you've seen a lot of progress in the last 3 years.
Really have. And as far as Vinton-Shellsburg is concerned, Briley Bruce and Alyssa Griffith, a couple of juniors, 14 and 13 points in that opening win over Maquoketa. Abby Davis, another junior, also chipping in as far as double figures are concerned with 12 points a game. It's going to be a Vinton-Shellsburg team that's going to have the height advantage here today. We'll see if they can use that against a Marion team. We know the names over the years. They've changed a little bit, although there is still a Van Welden on the team. But Sadie Struken, now a senior, one of the leaders as far as this group. And we remember Sadie coming in a couple years ago at the girls' state tournament as an unknown and helping out Marion back in the day.
Boy, she can shoot it too. And one thing I saw from her is, like you said, she was an unknown. You're like, wow, who's that kid? That kid can shoot. And then you're like, the following year, like, well, that kid is a shooter. And boy, she's got a quick release. She's not scared to come off a screen and shoot it. You don't see that very often. And hard to believe she's a senior already.
Yeah, hard to believe that. But Marion a win over Williamsburg in their first game on the road down at Williamsburg, 46-44. Speaking of the Raiders, they got things started this morning, beating Clear Creek Amana in a Womack game, 64-52. And in the game just completed, it was Central of Elkader 49 and Maquoketa Valley 43. So we've had a couple of good ones so far here at Johnson Hall on the Kirkwood campus. We're going to take a quick break, come back with more on the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths pregame show as we get ready for Marion and Vinton-Shellsburg here from Rivalry Saturday. Back after this.
Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply, touch and see. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, your home never looks so beautiful.
Looking for a family-owned, friendly experience when you need dental care? You will find it at the Dental Center. The Dental Center has been caring for patients in the corridor for over 50 years. Doctors Chris, Jenna, and Kyle Hangeman, Brad Stovey, and Shannon Hanks provide dental care for the entire family from age 3 through 103. The staff at the Dental Center understand that some patients have dental anxiety, and they are very experienced in making them feel comforted and cared during their visit. Because at the Dental Center, patients are more than patients. They are part of our Dental Center family. The Dental Center, with 2 convenient locations in Southeast Cedar Rapids on Mount Vernon Road and Hiawatha. Quality, comfortable care. End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids.
Back with you from Johnson Hall on the Kirkwood campus. Rivalry Saturday getting underway earlier today. Game 3 about to come up. We've got 4 more coming up later this afternoon. About 3:25, it'll be Springville taking on Nottoway Valley. Then it'll be the Northland Lynx taking on the Denver Cyclones. Another Womack battle, Benton Community meeting Center Point Urbana. And then we close things out tonight with the Xavier Saints taking on Solon in an MVC Womack affair. We'll get the starting lineup story coming up in just a little bit. You talked to both coaching staff, Steve, a little bit ago. They both want to run. Vinton-Shellsburg's going to have a little bit more height on the inside. Marion, other than Ella Backenstead, it's a pretty guard-oriented team this year for the Wolves.
Yeah, I think with the Wolves, they're guard-oriented, but they're lengthy. They got length. They're good defensively. They'll be able to cover some ground with their length. But yeah, both teams like to run. And when talking to Rich Heisman, I just said, yeah, Marion likes to get after it, run. He said, good, because we do too. So I mean, you're going to see 2 teams going up and down. And I guess foul trouble is going to be, maybe the key for some. I know Marion will play 8, 9, 10 kids, and I think Rich won't get that high in number, but he's got kids he's feeling comfortable with, and it should be really, really good, and we'll just see. It's all about when you come off break, come off Thanksgiving, and coaches are just looking for a quick start, and that's going to be the key to this one.
One of the things I'm looking at, Vinton-Shellsburg got to the free throw line 21 times in their win against Maquoketa. That is a pretty high number right there, and drawing fouls, getting it inside, running, doing all that. So we'll see if that plays a part in it here this afternoon. Let's go ahead and set our starting lineups here on CRM Live Sports. Brought to you by Dan Hillers and My Home Loans. And thanks to Dan for helping us out with that. And check him out. We'll have more with Dan here in just a little bit. We'll see Dan later on
Good.
With center pointer Bannon.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mila Home Loan expert, Dan Hillers. Your starting lineups for the visiting Marion Wolves. They come in 1-0. Marion will go with the 4 guards and 1 post. It'll be at a guard, Molly Dunn, number 10, 5'7", and a senior. Also, number 12, Sadie Struken, 3-year starter for the Wolves. Struken, a 5'10" senior, and coming off a 5-point game against Williamsburg. Ava Atwood led Marion in scoring against the Raiders, 5'7" and a sophomore. Atwood, 11 points so far on the year. Madison Preer, a 5'6" senior, number 23. And in the middle, it'll be number 13, Ella Backenstead, the 6-foot junior. Backenstead averaging 10 points and 9 rebounds per game. The head coach for the Marion Wolves in his first year is Henry Martinson. For Vinton-Shellsburg, 1-0 in the year, coming off a win against Maquoketa. They are rated number 14 in the state in Class 3A. At a forward, it'll be number 44, Briley Bruce, 5'11", and a junior. And Bruce, 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, leading Vinton-Shellsburg. Sophia Kreitner will be at the other forward, 5'9", and a junior. And Kreitner at 8 points per ball game. Also up front, number 15, Ashley Meyer, 5'10", and a junior, at 6 points, 6 rebounds a game. Guards will be number 10, Abby Davis, 5'6", junior, leads Vinton-Shellsburg, 12 points a ball game and 2 assists. And Alyssa Griffith, 5'10", junior, number 33, Griffith, averaging 13 points per game. Head coach for Vinton-Shellsburg is Rich Hazeman. Marion, all new uniforms this year. Had to when you change your nickname.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of things slowly. See new stuff coming. But yeah, those are nice. Those are sharp.
Red uniforms, white and gold trim. School color is still the same. And for Vinton-Shellsburg, they got the white uniforms with the gold numbers and letters. Vikings across the front. And the black trim, the black and gold striping as well. We've already had our national anthem earlier on. And we'll get ready for basketball. A couple things you're looking at as we get ready to tip it off. But before that, let's hear from Dan Hillers.
Hi, I'm Dan Hillers, the home loan expert. One of the most popular loans that we're doing right now is the cash out refinance. Think about it. Your home's value is at an all-time high. Interest rates are near all-time lows. You can use that equity to pay off your credit cards, to do home remodels, or you could go on a nice vacation. See how I can help you today at hillershomeloans.com.
And thanks to Dan Hillers, the home loan expert, we're underway. Tip controlled by Vinton-Shellsburg. We're high atop the court here. Bird's eye view.
It's awesome. Great view up here and great facilities.
At Johnson Hall, Vikings will go to the basket to our right. Marion will start things off in the straight-up man-to-man. As Vikings or Vikings, whichever you prefer. Meyer up top to Bruce. They play catch with it outside the arc. Now up top on the dribble drive. Here's Davis kicking it out now to Griffith. Vinton-Shellsburg being patient. Now they get it down in the right block. Block-to-block pass. Shot off the glass. No good by Kreitner. And the rebound out of there to Dunn for Marion. Over to Struken. She'll try it for 3. Back iron, no. Griffith the rebound, then had it poked away. Loose in the paint, picked up by Vinton-Shellsburg. So Vinton-Shellsburg holds it for about 25, 30 seconds. Marion has one pass, and they hoist it up.
Yeah, the Marion likes to play fast, and they'll look for the first open shot they get.
Griffith inside, running hook against Dunn is short. And Struken the other way for Marion. Ava Atwood got some experience last year as a freshman at the point.
Well, she's coming off a nice game. She had 11 already in her first game on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think she's going to be a heck of a player. Good feed inside to Backenstead. Her turnaround is short. Rebounded by Briley Bruce of Vinton-Shellsburg. No score, minute and a half into the ball game. A drive, and we've got a hand check here. I think they're going to get Struken.
Yeah, and they've been calling that. We saw it first couple games, Scott. They're, when you get the hand check out there, they're going to call it.
You get 2 hands out there, especially.
Yes. And when you're beat, you use both of them.
Kreitner to inbound, right below us to Griffith. Again, man-to-man defense for Marion. As the pass tip comes back down, taking it to the free throw line. Now to Griffith. Isolate her on the right wing. She'll go baseline, drives in,
Good
cut off by the
outside.
double. And has to go cross court with the pass picked up. Spinning, turnaround three, won't go. Kreitner, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Wolves.
Yeah, that was good help side too, but by Ella Backenstedt. It had a chance to get a layup, slid right over, and that's something we didn't see. Clear Creek, in that game, there wasn't enough help side. We saw that clearly here today.
Little three-quarter court pressure put on. Little 1-1-2-1 put on by Vinton-Shellsburg. They got a trap, and then the ball thrown away.
Yep. That's what happens. They make you hurry. They make your decisions hurried. Instead of kind of, we say, vision out, slow it down a little bit, see what it is, and then things can open up for you.
Julia Johnson into the ball game for Vinton-Shellsburg. 5'4" sophomore, and Kalinda Burke, 6-foot junior, coming in as well for Vinton-Shellsburg. Vikets with Meyer on the power dribble, and she had it taken away by Preer, and we're going to jump.
Yeah, and this is what we're going to see. Both teams coming at them and doing a little run and jump.
That'll be a turnover on the Vikets. I know some people like the Ets, some people don't like it.
Yeah, yeah, it's about 50-50.
We'll go about 50-50 here today. We'll say Vikings, we'll say Vikets. How's that?
Yeah.
Nice high-low look. Backenstedt inside, kicks it back out to Dunn. Lost it for a moment, then picked it up. Back to Backenstedt, who can play on that perimeter a little bit. Man-to-man, nice crossover dribble. Atwood had it poked away by Griffith. Picked up over to Struken, left corner, three ball, and she hits. Sadie Struken for three. Marion was only 4 of 20 in their win on the road at Williamsburg. But they hit the first one here, and it's 3-0 in favor of the Wolves.
Well, Struken's the one you would guess it's going to hit the first one for Marion, that's for sure.
Meyer over to the far side.
Boy, a little mismatch too right now.
Griffith to Burke. Burke lob pass too tall, going to go out of bounds. And just getting a finger on it, either with Struken or Molly Dunn. And it'll be Vinton-Shellsburg ball. They try to lob it into the lane, and it's off the hands of Griffith.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was ready for that.
3-0 lead for Marion. 4:35 to play. Nice pass down into the paint. Shot up good. And cutting to the basket, Ava Atwood.
Well, that was a great cross-court pass, too, by Struken. She slowed it down a little bit, seeing what defense going to give them.
Griffith fouled as she tried to split defenders along the sideline, and they're going to get Atwood on the foul.
Well, that's going to be the concern part, because the last transition, Marion could have been called possibly on a couple fouls, so that's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. But, you know, like Coach said, we have 9 or 10, so fouls we can do.
Reagan Rice into the ball game for Marion, the junior, 5'10", and coming into the ball game for the Wolves. A couple of starters back in there for Vinton-Shellsburg. Down on the baseline, Johnson got doubled, and we've got a offensive foul.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Boy, that was really good defense by Van Welden.
Ashley Meyer is going to get the foul, as it'll be Marion going up against the full court pressure, and the ball tipped away and stolen, and then Atwood's going to get her second, trying to get it back. That is big, because that's 2 on Marion's point guard.
Yeah, that is big, because, you know, Vin's going to keep coming at him, and you know, depending on how many ball handlers Marion has that have the confidence, I think they have a couple.
And now they're going to have to go to Mila Van Welden, 5'9" sophomore. And she's probably going to have to take over the point now for Coach Martinson and the Wolves. High ball screen, circling right. They work it over to Davis. Skip pass cross court to Burke, or Bruce make that. And now we've got a walk. Abby Davis called for steps.
Well, the good man-to-man pressure, ball pressure by Marion. Just an outstanding job.
The mantra this year for the Wolves, 32 minutes of chaos.
Yeah, yeah, and we're seeing it already.
Just a little different look than we're used to. Preer, kick out to Dunn. Far corner three, good for Molly Dunn. 8-0, and we're going to get a, what? Away from the ball, we got a foul. A delay of game warning.
Yep.
So next one is a technical foul. But a...
More excitement than anything. I don't think, can they? Yeah, they can.
Kreitner will come in. Griffith will come back in. And Vinton-Shellsburg down 8-0.
Yeah, Marion staying in that full court man-to-man, a little run and jump.
Looking. And the Vikings get it into Davis. She'll bring it up on the power dribble. Davis going coast to coast. Drives in, tried the drop-off pass down in the paint. Now we've got a jump. As Van Welden tied up by Burke, who's back into the ball game. It will stay with Vinton-Shellsburg.
Vinton needs one to go in here. This is a good possession for him here. Out of bounds play.
Left of the glass. Inbounds pass. Tip stolen away by Dunn. 4 turnovers already on Vinton-Shellsburg.
Yeah, and that's kind of hard to imagine. They're a junior-laden team right now. A lot of depth.
Preer drive and a kick. Van Welden, high arching 3 is short, but crashes the boards. Had the rebound for a moment, but taken away there by Burke. Here comes Vinton-Shellsburg and a little nickel dimer at the timeline. And it's going to go against Preer. As Marion substitution, Grace Stevenson into the ball game for the Wolves. And Natalie McAllister also in for Marion. McAllister, a sophomore, 5'5". Stevenson, a 5'9" junior. Griffiths off the clear out. Drive and a kick. Outside to Bruce. Turns down the shot. 2:58 to play first quarter. Vinton-Shellsburg still looking for a basket.
Well, and Marion just defensively has done a tremendous job in the half court.
Griffith sets the screen. Burke over into the corner. Davis starts a drive. They lob it inside. Griffith, nice catch. And the little reverse layup good with the left hand.
Yeah, that was a nice catch. It was just over her fingertips, able to compose herself and turn, get a layup.
Throw over the top of the pressure. Pass too tall, out of bounds.
Well, this is a concern. Marion presses, but anytime you got a pressing team and they get pressed, sometimes it's difficult to handle the other side of it.
8-2. Our first half brought to you by Spinal Corrective Center. SpinalCC.com on River Ridge Drive Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Thanks to Doctors Kretzinger and Cole. Off the curler out. On the drive, Kreitner fouled. Took it hard down the right side of the lane, and she'll get free throws. I think they're going to get McAllister on the foul. Nope, Regan Rice. And free throws coming up for Vinton-Shellsburg. As Kreitner to the free throw line for a pair, and the first one no good. Struken back in for Marion. And 15, Ashley Meyer back in for Vinton-Shellsburg. We said the Vikettes get to the line a lot.
Yeah, and that was the first open look they actually had to look at. It's been really good defensive effort so far for Marion.
Both free throws no good. Offensive rebound for Griffith, and a little hook rimming no. And a tie-up. Good job by Griffith to stay with it. Tied up Van Welden, and Marion will have it on the arrow. Now a little man pressure put on by Vinton-Shellsburg. I think we've seen 3 different pressures so far. Stevenson trying to get it in, and finally does to Struken. Throw over the top, and now the Wolves got a 3-on-2. Van Welden pass, and then over-penetrated and got called for the charge.
Yeah, she was about another foot away where that pass should have been let go of about a step sooner.
And good defense by Vinton-Shellsburg.
And they had a 3-on-2, and they literally the 3-on-2 drill where the 2 sit in the middle. That's what we saw there.
So Van Welden will come out. Preer is going to come back in. So Marion has a little bit of foul difficulty with their point guards. As the ball tipped away from Julia Johnson, and will stay with Vinton-Shellsburg. 2:01 to play, low scoring first quarter. 8-2 lead for Marion. Johnson doubled into the backcourt, gets it up ahead to the left wing, and
travel.
Gonna have a walk.
Yep. There's a nice head fake to the chin, but her feet, little shuffle.
5 turnovers for both teams here in the first quarter. As Bruce comes back in for Vinton-Shellsburg.
Well, if you're Vinton, you don't want to see more turnovers than points right now.
Marion facing a little pressure. Minute 47 to play here in quarter number 1. Stevenson going to run the point now. Rice at the right point over the baseline. Preer turnaround 15-footer, too strong, and rebounded out of there by Kreitner for Vinton-Shellsburg. Up ahead, here comes Davis pushing it up, and a foul from behind.
All right, that was a little dangerous foul.
And that's 2 on Preer and 7 on Marion. So for the final 9:31 of the half, Vinton-Shellsburg's going to be shooting free throws.
The bonus, yeah. And the thing is, you know, Scott, they're aggressive, but you have to still stay in position. You have to make sure you move your feet and your arms are out and you're not reaching. And last couple of times it was just reaches.
Abby Davis to the free throw line for the Vikings. 81% free throw shooting team, but they're 0 for 3. And Heinrichs just into the ball game gets the rebound for Marion. And the up-court pass intercepted. 3 on 3. Vikings will hold it. Now they'll kick it to the wing. Left side 3 on the way. That's an air ball by Davis, and it goes out of bounds to Marion.
Well, if I'm Vinton, I stay in the press.
As Backenstead back into the Marion lineup. So Marion's got Backenstead, Stevenson. Atwood is back in there with 2 fouls. Heinrichs and Struken. Dangerous cross-court pass and was intercepted. Kreitner all the way up with the left hand, high off the glass. In and out, though. And the rebound out of there to Atwood. And she's going to get a little hand check from behind by Julia Johnson.
Well, Kreitner should have taken it in. She had a chance, and she kind of fumbled the ball, didn't get a good look at the basket, and ended up kind of taking an awkward 8-footer.
Griffith back into the lineup for Vinton-Shellsburg. Both these teams expected to do a lot of damage in the WAMAC this year in their respective divisions. WAMAC will look different again next year. There's some defections and a couple coming, or one coming in. Here's the takeaway. Griffith one-on-one. Griffith all the way down and off the glass and good against Struken. So it's Marion 8 and Alyssa Griffith 4.
Yeah. Struken did a good job beating the press, dribbled back.
Heinrichs missed a shot. It's out of bounds to the Vikings. .1 to play here in the first. As Vinton-Shellsburg breaking a little Marion pressure. Bruce's pass back outside is tipped out of bounds by Stevenson, and will stay with the Vikings. Rice back in for Atwood. Good move, I think, by Henry Martinson there.
Yep, I agree. You got 23 seconds left.
Going to pick up that third.
Nope.
Inbound Davis. Couple jab steps in the near side corner. Plays catch with Kreitner. She'll hold it. One shot here. Longer court today. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it is. Last game we saw a lot more people, holding their breath or trying to get their breath.
Sophia Kreitner with the runner. 8-6, and the half-court heave is no good at the horn. We are through one in our first game from Rivalry Saturday. It is Marion 8, Vinton-Shellsburg 6, and we'll come back with more high school girls basketball after this on CRM Live Sports.
Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl deliver state-of-the-art chiropractic care for the entire family. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels, or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Serving our area athletes for over 50 years and keeping athletes of all ages functioning at their highest performance for a winning game. Spinal Corrective Center, online at spinalcc.com. Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Vin Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com.
Back with you to start the second quarter, and we got a foul. Is that Backenstead?
I thought that was
no, Rice.
Rice, yep.
And it'll be Regan Rice's second. Team foul number 8. So you got Rice with 2, Atwood with 2, and Preer with 2 for Marion.
But Marion's just, you can say you have depth, but boy, when you're already in the bonus first, quarter, your depth is going to start going down.
And the Vikings make a free throw. Marion had an 8-0 jump, and now Vinton-Shellsburg can tie it at 8 with this free throw. Griffith with one more. And it's on the way. Good. Got the roll, and she's got 6, and we're tied at 8. Little half-court 2-3 trap here put on by the Vikings, and it's going to get a tip away. Ball loose along the sideline. Struken out of the double team. Got it to Stevenson. Rice in there, Heinrichs and Backenstead. Over left key. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Griffith the rebound for Vinton-Shellsburg. And Griffith's going to take it coast to coast. Driving in left of the lane, and another pushing foul.
Oh. Yeah, I tell you, the hands have come out on Marion, and they're in good position feet-wise. But boy, once somebody moves, their hands come out, and they gotta slide instead of having those hands come out.
Ella Backenstead picks up her first foul, 9th team foul, final 1-1, and Alyssa Griffith back to the free throw line. Puts it on the way and up and good. And an all-conference performer, 5'10" junior. As the Wolves, Maddie Pavelka will come in, a 5'8" freshman for Marion. As the second free throw on the way, off the left side, no good, and rebounded by Backenstead. Ooh, Rice got trapped in the corner, might have got away with some steps there. Got it ahead to Backenstead. Whip past Pavelka, holds it right elbow, looking for some help. Now puts it on the floor. Back out to Struken. As the Vikings staying in that 2-3. And we're going to get a Marion timeout. See if it's a full or a 30, and it will be a full timeout. So we'll take it with them. 7:08 to play here in the first half. It's Vinton-Shellsburg 9 and Marion 8. And we'll be back at Kirkwood with more Rivalry Saturday after this.
Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids. At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you.
Steal and a basket. Off the turnover. Who got that basket?
Yeah, Ashley
Steve?
Meyer.
All right.
Yep.
Meyer's first bucket, and it's an 11-8 lead for Vinton-Shellsburg, and another forced pass.
Boy, that pressure has just done a little bit to Marion and made them rush some things, and they're not getting a good look right now.
Just over a minute into the second quarter. High-low look inside. Bruce juggles it for a moment. Got it back out of there to Griffith. Griffith puts it on the floor. On the drive. Shot rejected by Backenstead to come over and help.
Good timing by Backenstead.
And Pavelka came out of there with it for Marion. Wolves have been on 8 for about 5 minutes. Stevenson tried to pass it inside, stolen away. It's Bruce with a breakaway and can't get the layup to go, and then commits the foul. How many times have you seen that?
Boy, it's just frustration at its best.
Only the third foul on Vinton-Shellsburg, first on Briley Bruce. Johnson back in for the Vikings. Burke also back in. Preer back in for Marion. And Van Welden also back in for the Wolves. Yo-yoing across the timeline, Van Welden. Through traffic, got it to Struken. Backenstead in the high post. Back to Van Welden, puts it on the floor, drives in, nice drop-off pass, layup no good, but Pavelka foul.
Well, and that was a great drop-off pass by Mila Van Welden, but boy, she didn't even look at the basket. They're going to need her to look at the basket.
Alyssa Griffith picks up the foul, her first, and Marion for their first free throws. This will be the freshman Pavelka. And in and out on the first one. Looking for her first varsity point.
Yeah, it was 8-2. Okay, now it's 11 points for Vinton.
One more for the freshman on the way. Missed them both, and Griffith the rebound. 11-8, Vikings on top. Pushing it up the head is Davis. Nice pass, and Johnson has a shot blocked by Backenstead, though, out of bounds on a nice baseline drive. So it'll be Shellsburg to put it into play. Johnson out top as the Vikings will set it up. Marion still in the man-to-man. Johnson working the weave to Griffith. Working on Struken. That's a good matchup there. On the left wing, Davis puts it on the floor, tries to penetrate, and the pass deflected and picked up by Pavelka.
Yeah, good defensive rotation once again from Marion. Great help side.
Van Welden to Struken, NBA three, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds to Vinton-Shellsburg.
Well, in the pass to her wasn't great. She had to get it below her knee and then pull it up and shoot it, and that's tough on a shooter. You want to catch it in the shot pocket right around the chest area and get a better shot off.
11-8 here at Rivalry Saturday. Game number 3. First of our 5 here. Davis penetrates. Davis all the way in.
Oh, that was a great screen by Burke. Great screen.
13-8, Vinton-Shellsburg on top of Marion. Wolves with the basketball. Van Welden goes behind the back, had it tipped away momentarily. Now to Preer. Holds it at the right hash mark. Preer on the drive all the way in. Layup good. He'll count a foul. And Julia Johnson will pick up her second personal foul. Preer's not a big scorer for Marion. She's more of a defensive player.
Well, we've seen that already. Just a ball hawk on the ball and really creates havoc.
Molly Dunn back in. Ava Atwood back in for Marion. Trying to cap off the three-point play, and it's swished through for Madison Preer, her first 3, and here comes some Marion pressure. 13-11, Vinton-Shellsburg. Davis, nice job breaking it all the way down. Too hard in the layup, though. Rebound kept alive, but it comes down the hands of Backenstead. Marion the other way. Atwood doesn't have the numbers. She'll hold it up. Looking for some help. Now to Backenstead in the high post. Van Welden, drive. Kick outside, open three-pointer, in and out by Atwood. That was halfway down.
Yeah, I thought that was in.
And here comes Vinton-Shellsburg.
Vince's done a pretty good job overall. They traveled there unforced, but overall they've done a pretty good job handling Marion's pressure.
13-11, Vikings with the lead, and now we're going to get a Vinton-Shellsburg timeout. This will be a full timeout as well. 4:05 to play first half. Vinton-Shellsburg 13 and Marion 11. Back with more Rivalry Saturday after this on CRM Live Sports.
American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details. No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member.
We'll have our Ben Renner Sportswear halftime show coming your way here at Rivalry Saturday. In a seesaw game, Vinton-Shellsburg up by 2. 13-11. Back to that 2-3 half-court trapping defense. Atwood tries to feed the post, tipped away. Stolen by Vinton-Shellsburg. 10 Marion turnovers here in the first half. Here's the high-low bounce feed. Griffith inside posting up. Turnaround hook short. Rebound loose. Picked up by Marion. Let him play that time.
Yeah, they did. That's a good job by Pryor.
And a travel on Atwood.
Boy, Marion has not gotten any flow, Scott, in the last 4 possessions and just have not got into any offensive rhythm.
Well, look at some college football scores, basketball scores on the Emil's Hideaway scoreboard coming up at halftime as well. Over the halfway mark here in the game's second quarter, 13-11, Vinton-Shellsburg lead. Bruce in the high post to Burke. Burke fakes. Burke drives. Nice spin move. Goes up and
That's not a travel.
I didn't think it was either.
That's not a travel.
They called it, though.
Boy, that was a good move.
8th turnover on Vinton-Shellsburg. Been a long time since the Vikettes or Vikings have been to the state tournament, but they believe they got a shot this year.
Yeah, they had some great, great teams.
Oh, Harold Shepard.
Oh, yeah.
The great one.
I had the pleasure of being part of a lot of those great ones at Marion.
Pass inside, and we got a pushing foul from behind. Glinda Burke's first, team foul number 6. Marion will be shooting on the next whistle on Vinton-Shellsburg. Looking, they go back door to Dunn, flying in for the easy 2.
Well, and that was good patience by Marion taking it out. They didn't rush it, and they just waited for things to happen.
13-13. Jumper left baseline, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no. Third effort, no. And before the shot, a foul on Marion as Griffith is cleaning up the glass for Vinton-Shellsburg.
That's her 5th rebound already.
Oh, and Ava Atwood gets her 3rd foul. So Marion's point guard is going to have to take a seat.
Well, and if you're, Coach Heisman, Rich Heisman, you have to look at that. If she goes out, you have to look at putting pressure in.
Here comes Regan Rice for Marion. Davis back in for Vinton-Shellsburg, and Julian Johnson back in as well for Vinton-Shellsburg.
And if I'm Vinton, I'd even look at pressing on a miss if she misses the free throw.
Deep knee bend, free throw right through for Griffith. And not showing it as maybe they're going to go back to the half court. And that is the case. Here's Van Welden.
Extending the 2-3.
Standing right hand dribble. Dunn kicks it left wing. They try to get it inside the pocket instead. Back to Dunn. Shot blocked by Griffith out of bounds.
Yeah, shot was blocked. Good defense, but I tell you what, nice job by Dunn to see the gap and shoot the lane.
2:25 to play first half. Marion inbound in front court. Van Welden looking to Dunn. Nice catch in the corner. Quick 3. Good again. I don't know who taught her to shoot, but, was it Dad?
When it goes in, it was Mom.
Of course, Molly's dad, Phil Dunn, and does boys games with me. 16-14. Wolves back out in front by 2.
Good extra pass.
Right wing 3 ball, too strong. Rebound tipped right down to the Vikings, and Griffith misses out of bounds to Marion. Boy, Vinton-Shellsburg has had some real good looks.
They have, and Alyssa Griffith's just kicking herself right now. She knew she had a chance there and just working so hard.
Bruce back in, Meyer back in for VS. 16-14 Marion, 1:58 to play here in the half. And now here comes that pressure. It's a 1-1-2-1. They'll try to trap out of it. Skip pass over the top. Backenstead takes it up strong and scores.
Boy, Backenstead did a nice job. As soon as she got a quick step to the basket and didn't let the pressure bother her.
18-14. Marion back up by 4 as we seesaw. Good bullet pass down low. Griffith, another missed layup.
Yeah, that's tough. That was a great pass, and she did a nice job finding the open gap.
Now the ball fumbled. It's loose on the floor and hits the sideline before it could be corralled by Ashley Meyer. It will stay with Marion. Kreitner back in for Vinton-Shellsburg. Minute 20 to play here in the half. Rice, a quick three, and buried it from the right wing, a deep one.
Yeah, it was, and it was a good three, too. You could just tell right on the release.
Marion was 4 out of 20. They're better today, and here's Backenstead fouling Griffith. Both teams throwing it over the top of the pressure and getting good looks.
Well, and Backenstead did a good job getting in position, but, you know, you always tell your kids, once you leave your feet, they're going to call a foul on you, and that's what happened. She was in good position, but, you know, left her feet, and then, of course, when you leave your feet, your body's moving.
Second on Backenstead, so she joins the foul parade here for Marion. Griffith, free throw, no good. And it's been a game of runs. Marion went out 8-0. Vinton-Shellsburg then went 11 in a row, 11-8. Now it's a 13-3 Marion run. And Griffith, who has been at the line a lot, this one right through. 9 in the first half for Alyssa Griffith.
And there's a couple there she'd like to have back. She'd be 15 or so.
21-15, only meeting of the year between these two WAMAC conference foes. Cross-divisional matchup. Another different defense. A little 1-3-1 that time by Vinton-Shellsburg. Near turnover. Now they dump it inside off the hands of Dunn. Kick out to Preer right to the circle 3, and that's an air ball that goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and she heard it. She knew it too, right when she caught it. She heard it, and those are tough.
So it'll be Marion putting on some full court pressure now. Up, tries to get around a double and stepped out of bounds. Good job by Dunn.
Yeah, Dunn did a good job getting over there. That's tough when you're trying to take away baseline from where she was and cause the girl to go out of bounds.
Turnover number 9 on Vinton-Shellsburg. Marion has 11. A lot of time to go for one here, Steve.
Yeah, but if I'm Marion, let's keep going with momentum and see if we can get another one or two.
Down in the high post. Left free throw line extended. Got it to Rice. Tried a little step back. Couldn't get it off. Now Preer's pass tipped away, but Marion retains possession. Back to Rice for the 3. Curled it in and out. Rebound. Vinton-Shellsburg. Good outlet pass to Johnson. Driving on Rice, who fouled her.
Which time?
They called the second one.
Okay. That was a great outlet pass, too.
That's 3 on Regan Rice.
Burke did a nice job. It's tough a lot of times when you get a rebound. You just want to keep possession and not turn it over. Boy, she saw her heading right up the floor and hit her perfect.
Julia Johnson on the free throw line for Vinton-Shellsburg, and perfect on the first one. Jenna Heinrichsey back in for Marion. Griffith back in for Vinton-Shellsburg. 21-16 as Marion with the lead. Second free throw up, and that one's also good. That hardly moved the net on both of them.
No.
21-17, and a long up court throw is too tall and out of bounds.
Yeah, well, where's the ball going to be?
Underneath. Should be underneath.
Yep.
Good officials here today.
Yeah, they've seen state tournament, that's for sure. And but this would be good if Vinton can run a nice play and get a good look.
Off the inbound, turnaround, Griffith, no good. Rebounded by Preer, 16 seconds to play. Trapped in the backcourt, got ahead to Dunn.
Oh, don't pick up your dribble.
That's a tough place to do it. Heinrichsey, nice extra pass, layup good by Pavelka.
You gotta go, Vinton, you gotta go.
3 seconds to play. Griffith from the half court and stepped out of bounds with .9. I think Marion got a break there.
Yeah, And I tell you, if Marion had a little special play here, but you're only 2 weeks into your season, so these sidelines are tough to put extra work in. But
with .9.
Yeah.
Don't turn it over, get it in, and that's the half. So a back and forth first half here from Kirkwood and Rivalry Saturday. And our score at the halftime break is Marion 23, Vinton-Shellsburg 17. We'll come back with the Bim Ritter halftime show for you right after this break. You're listening to high school basketball on CRM Live Sports.
First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA. They are an Eastern Iowa tradition. Jonesy's on Wiley Boulevard in Cedar Rapids. Jonesy's is a home of undoubtedly the biggest and best tenderloins not only in Iowa, but the world. But did you also know they have other great meal options too, like chicken fried steak and hot beef? Jonesy's also serves sandwiches and appetizers that will make your mouth water. Jonesy's, home of the biggest and best tenderloins on Wiley Boulevard Southwest in Cedar Rapids. Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com.
Back with you on the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show. Scott Unash and Steve Dozer with you from Johnson Hall. Rivalry Saturday for 2021 after last year's was postponed and then snowed out back at Johnson Hall here on the Kirkwood campus. 23-17, a very interesting first half to say the least in this one.
Yeah, it's a lot of up and down, a lot of turnovers, a lot of unforced turnovers, a lot of fouls. But both teams are playing aggressive and getting after it. And right now, Marion's coach, talking to coach, and he just said, we can give up some fouls, but I think they gave up a little more than they wanted to.
Yeah, they did. Marion's got foul trouble right now. Ava Atwood, the starting point guard, with 3. Regan Rice with 3. Ella Bach instead. Madison Preer, both with 2 for Marion. It's been the Wolves and their 3s versus Vinton-Shellsburg trying to get it inside and the free throw advantage so far here. And yeah, if Marion can keep their troops in the ball game, that would certainly help them. And Vinton-Shellsburg missed at least 5 or 6 layups in that first half.
Well, and fairly uncontested layups. I mean, they got some good looks, and those are ones you'd like to have back for sure. But, what's gotten Vinton back is the free throw line. When Marion's fouling, they're in the bonus first quarter. That let them creep back and tie the game at 8 and go ahead. So, but Marion fought back on their run and up 23-17 at half. But if Marion can take care of the basketball and take care of their fouls and be in position and not use their hands, that's going to really help them.
First half scoring looks like this for Marion, being led by Molly Dunn. 3 field goals, 2 of those 3-pointers for the senior, and she's got 8. And then very balanced after that. Sadie Struken with a 3-pointer and 3. Madison Preer with an old-fashioned 3-point play for 3. Regan Rice with a 3-pointer off the bench for 3. And then Ella Backenstead with 2, Ava Atwood with 2, and Maddie Pavelka with 2. For Vinton-Shellsburg, Alyssa Griffith leading the way with 9. 2 field goals and 5 out of 7. 6 out of 8 from the free throw line. And, check that again. 5 of 7. I'll get this right, Steve. Trust me on this. 9 points. 2 for Kreitner. Ashley Meyer with 2. Abby Davis with 2. And Julia Johnson with 2 as well for Vinton-Shellsburg. Marion, though, at 12 turnovers, 10 turnovers on Vinton-Shellsburg in the first half of play. Free throws, Vinton-Shellsburg was 7 of 12. Marion was only 1 of 3. And we're going to borrow some stats from Jeff Linder during our half times.
He's always on it.
But you have a rebound.
Yeah, I have a few rebounds here, and right now it's Marion's got a 1 rebound advantage, 12-11. They have 11 defensive and 1 offensive, and they're led with Ella Bockenstead with 4. And then for the Vicats, they have 11 rebounds, 7 defensive, 4 offensive, and they're led by Alyssa Griffith, no surprise, and she has 6, and 3 of those are on the offensive end.
Earlier on today, Maquoketa Valley's 21-game regular season winning streak came to an end as Elkader Central beat Maquoketa Valley 48-43. And in our first game this morning, it was Williamsburg over Clear Creek Amana by a score of 64-52. Jeff's doing a lot of things today, so he may not have the stats. He's writing little synopsises during.
Boy, and if you ever see Jeff take stats, it's entertaining to watch because I don't know how he keeps track of everything, and then he's got all the different color pens.
Oh, that thing's beautiful.
It's awesome.
It is.
Vintage.
Coming your way on the Ben Ritter Sportswear halftime show, let's take a look at some scores. I know everyone's following the big rivalry day in college football. Our scoreboard brought to you by Emel's Hideaway. And we can let you know, as far as football is concerned, in the game between Ohio State and Michigan. Michigan leading Ohio State 21-13. That early in the third quarter. How about that?
Boy, that's a lot of interesting games today. I mean, these in Wisconsin, right? Wisconsin's got to win to win outright and play in the championship game. So there's a lot on the line today.
A lot on the line. That one will come up a little bit later on between Wisconsin and Minnesota. That is a 3 o'clock start for that one. Yeah, also in the Big Ten right now, you've got Maryland and Rutgers playing for bowl eligibility. Maryland leading Rutgers 26-9. Florida leading Florida State by a score of 10-7. Georgia big over Georgia Tech 31-0. UNI will play their playoff game at 3 o'clock at Eastern Washington. UNI basketball, by the way, just taking on 16th rated St. Bonaventure this afternoon. And the Bonnies leading 18-10.
They played Arkansas really well.
They did. You got to play those teams if you're a UNI out there. Here at halftime, Rivalry Saturday. Girls basketball, it is Marion on top of Vinton-Shellsburg 23-17. Next game will be BJ Mayer and Iowa City West taking on number 2 in 1A, Algona Garrigan. We'll get to see Audie Crooks, one of the top juniors in the nation.
And they had a little drive.
Yes, they do.
Algona's at least a 3-hour jaunt or more.
That's right, but they are here. We got a good crowd assembled here for Rivalry Saturday right now.
This is great. And it's a great location, too. What a great location for this, as was Co. And I'm glad these schools are stepping up and hosting because it's a wonderful thing to get out and see all these kids. And it puts them in a different venue, too. You get to have a little bigger court and a little bit different experience.
We'll be back on the air on CRM Live Sports at about 3:20 for Springville and Nottoway Valley. And then
that'll be a good one.
That'll be fun. Nottoway Valley, number 2 in 2A. Springville, top 5 in 1A. Denver and North Lynn, followed by Benton Community, CPU, and then Xavier and Solon to close things out. We are at halftime, and our score, 23-17, Marion on top. We'll be back with the second half right after this on CRM Live Sports.
Cedar Rapids Millwork, providing outstanding service to Eastern Iowa for over 50 years. Quality products, including windows, doors, moldings, hardware, stair parts, specialties, and cabinets. Locally owned and operated, Cedar Rapids Millwork has in-house production, providing innovative quality services for contractors and their customers of the corridor. Cedar Rapids Millwork, 1950 Progress Drive in Hiawatha, and online at cedarrapidsmillwork.com.
Hi, I'm Dan Hillers, the home loan expert. one of the most popular loans that we are doing right now is the cash out refinance. Think about it. Your home's value is at an all-time high, interest rates are near all-time lows. You can use that equity to pay off your credit cards, to do home remodels, or you could go on a nice vacation. See how I can help you today at hillershomeloans.com.
Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264.
I apologize for that. I hit the wrong button. That happens.
You got a lot going on.
Marion to start the ball, start the half with the basketball. And our second half brought to you by Epiphany Dermatology and Dr. John Woolner. Over 30 years at Epiphany Dermatology. And the feed inside as Marion goes to the bucket to our right is off a leg, and we're going to have a tie-up. And I don't even need the arrow for this one. He'll go to Vinton-Shellsburg.
He'll go to Vinton. And Marion's coming out some full court pressure again. And I bet Coach was really emphasizing, good footwork, balance, and let's not reach.
Alyssa Griffith bringing it up. Jump pass over onto the right sideline. On the drive all the way in. Scoop layup. Rimming and good for Ashley Meyer.
Yeah, and she even had to extend her left hand out to finish. And nice job.
Lead at 4. We'll set the lineups as we start half number 2. As the Vikings nearly come up with a steal. Preer and Dunn in there along with Atwood. The ball stolen away. Taking away Kreitner, and she's going to get the easy layup.
Yeah, and that was just kind of a lazy pass, and just Vinton did a nice job getting in the passing lane.
Bruce, Kreitner, Meyer, Davis, Griffith for Vinton-Shellsburg. Marion with their starting 5 and a trap and a timeout. Going to be taken by Coach Martinson.
Yeah, and that's not what you want either, Coach Martinson. That's not how you want to use your timeout to begin here.
Well, Vinton-Shellsburg has come out with a little different defense. They showed that 2-3,
yep,
but they're attacking it now.
And they're attacking and really forcing them to the corner and the sideline, and that's where you get in trouble. Marion's picked up their dribble there, and that's really a formula for failure there on those. So good job by Vinton, and Marion's got to handle that pressure. Right now, they got to get their best players or guards out there. They can dribble backwards. They can reverse the ball. They don't need to pick up their dribble. They just kind of need to see what's out in front of them and anticipate.
So 49 seconds into the second half, and Marion had to burn a timeout. Lead is down to 2. It's been a game of runs so far here in this one today. Dunn looking, and a pass in to Atwood. Tip, but it comes down to Marion. Here's Strukin coming off the screen and buries the 3 right at the key.
And there's that quick release we talked about too, because she does. Strukin's got such a nice quick release.
Going to play college basketball next year up in Northwest Iowa, I believe. Here's the 3 to answer, and it is good from Ashley Meyer.
And that's the first answer we've seen from both tonight on the 3.
First 3 for Meyer on the year, first of the afternoon. And the feed to the middle, tipped, almost stolen away, but Marion comes back with it. Bullet pass down low, and Bakkenstedt foul.
Yeah.
Could have called that on a number of players.
I wonder who they're going to call it. I'm guessing 15.
Yeah. You're right. Meyer's second, team foul number 1, and Bakkenstedt to the free throw line for the Wolves.
And this is where Marion needs to kind of start making some free throws here and getting the advantage on the free throw line.
This one's no good. Marion 1 for 4 now from the free throw line. The Wolves were 4 out of 7 down at Williamsburg on Tuesday night.
It's just, as a coach, it's not so much not making them. You want to see how many times you get to the line that just talks about aggressiveness.
1 out of 2 for Bakkenstedt, 27-24. Marion on top by 3. There's a trap by the Wolves, and Preer comes up with a steal. Trapped along the sideline, and it's going to have to burn a timeout to keep the possession.
Well, it's a smart timeout, but again, you're burning one, and what's that leave Marion with, Scott? Is that
couple?
2 left?
Only 2 left. We'll take a quick break. 6:29 to play third quarter. Marion 27, Vinton-Shellsburg 24. And we'll be back to Kirkwood after this on CRM Live Sports.
At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you.
At the conclusion of the ball game, we will have our Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths post game. We'll pick our player of the game, brought to you by Dental Center, and our play of the game, brought to you by First Federal Credit Union.
1-1-2-1.
And a trap right over the timeline, and a jump. Kreitner and Griffith. And Atwood with the 3 fouls can't be real aggressive either.
No, and right now Marion better figure it out quickly, because it's the same spot where Vinton, they got him right when they crossed the line, right in the sideline, and they're picking up their dribble.
Johnson and Burke back in for Vinton-Shellsburg. Atwood angling right with the dribble, leaves it for Struken, working on Johnson. Man-to-man, straight man right now for the Vikettes, and the pass inside tip goes right to Dunn, though. And Marion retains possession. Up top, open three-pointer off the front iron. No good by Atwood. And the rebound to Vinton-Shellsburg. They've got 2-on-2. And Kreitner will hold it up. Veteran move there by Kreitner. A lot of juniors on this Vinton-Shellsburg team.
Yeah, a lot of juniors.
Bockenstead deflects the pass inside, and now Marion with a 3-on-1. No-look bounce pass. Struken, a little runner left in the lane.
That was a runner. You don't really see that on a 3-on-1 with a runner.
And now we're going to get a 30-second Vinton-Shellsburg
Little chess game.
timeout.
Little chess game.
29-24. Marion on top of Vinton-Shellsburg, and we will take a break. Come back to Kirkwood after this.
Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl deliver state-of-the-art chiropractic care for the entire family. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels, or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Serving our area athletes for over 50 years and keeping athletes of all ages functioning at their highest performance for a winning game. Spinal Corrective Center, online at spinalcc.com.
Well, each team trying to take timeouts to figure out the pressure.
Yeah, that's what it really is. They're just trying to figure out how do we attack or how do we beat the pressure.
Griffith left wide open, couple pump fakes, and a three is way off. And Freer the rebound. That's not Griffith's shot.
No.
Dunn kept the pass alive, but it was tipped away. And is that 4 on Atwood?
I think it is.
Got caught, a little nickel and dimer, and that is 4 on Marion's point guard. Team foul number 1, Mila Van Welden quickly in for the Wolves.
This is where you cue the Jaws music right here, because you're smelling blood and you got to start attacking.
Stevenson also to the ball game for Henry Martinson and Marion. 29-24, 5:10 to play third quarter. And Vinton-Shellsburg just beat the 10-second count. Johnson out front. Now they'll set it up with Meyer circling right on the right sideline. Now driving in, and her runner no good. Weak side offensive rebound. Burke got it though. Pass tipped out of bounds. Who's going to get it? Going to stay with the Vikettes. And they'll inbound below us here in the Eagles' nest high atop Johnson Hall.
About the size of my old dorm room. It's perfect.
No refrigerator, though.
Yeah, I know.
You were talking about that earlier.
I know. We got a place to plug one in.
Pass tipped away, and now from that far near side coffin corner. It's hard to get it in there, and the Vikettes do. Bruce holds it high overhead. She's been quiet so far. Has not scored yet. It's double figures in the win over Makokata. Spinning, looking for some help. Now they isolate the post down low, and a good power move for 2 by Kalinda Burke.
Boy, and that was a heck of a pass from where Meyer was, too, to get a nice bounce pass to the post.
29-26. Kick outside, wide open three is off the front iron, no good. Preer the offensive rebound off the Van Welden miss. Bockenstead looking back door, back to Van Welden, and she's going to get called for traveling. 16 Marion turnovers now.
I don't think you could have said 16 turnovers by Marion in the last 5 years to see that, but boy, Vinton has really caused some problems with their pressure.
And it'll be Vinton-Shellsburg to inbound. Bruce and Griffith in there, along with Meyer, Davis, and Burke. The 5 for Coach Heisman. Bounce pass right wing. Open three-pointer. No good. Burke, the offensive board, though, for the Vikings.
Burke has done a nice job on the boards.
On the drive, Meyer got bumped going in before the shot. Before the shot.
Close.
And that is 3 on Marion's post, Ella Bockenstead. As Pavelka, the freshman, will come in now for Bockenstead. And now Marion gets very small. Like about 5'8" and 5'7" in there. Let's see if Coach Heisman tries to go inside here. They do. Burke inside, got doubled.
That's not a travel.
Which official wants to call it? Turnover number 13 for Vinton-Shellsburg. 29-26. Marion on top, over halfway here in the third quarter, and a bad pass stolen away.
Don't foul.
And a shot missed, but a late whistle and a push. They're going to get Van Welden.
Yeah, a lot of times when you make that bad pass, you just want to go catch up and get after somebody, and sometimes you just got to take it and don't make 2 mistakes in a row. Just let her take the layup and look for the next possession.
Abby Davis to the free throw line. 1 out of 2 so far in the year. Makes that one. Regan Rice in for Marion. And Kreitner back in for Vinton-Shellsburg.
Well, whoever wins this one, Scott, tonight, it's going to be a good win. I mean, because both teams are pretty good programs here, and whoever comes out with this is going to be a good win.
Free throw, no good. Griffith got the rebound, tried to throw it inside, and Pavelka comes up with the loose ball. 14 Vinton-Shellsburg turnovers, 2-point game. Marion with the ball on top. Preer in the ball fake, spins, left free throw line, drives down the lane, off the glass, no good. Out of bounds, and who's going to get it?
Call a jump ball? Nope.
Nope, it'll stay with Marion. We've said Wolves every time tonight, so
yes,
you and I have done a great job.
I was just thinking about that, too.
Dunn gets the inbound to Rice. Tries to reverse her way in. Got rid of it now to Preer. Preer working on Davis. To the near sideline, Stevenson tries to lob it inside. Tipped out of bounds by Briley Bruce. It's going to be hard to feed the post without Bockenstead in there and with all the tall players.
Yes, it is. Both teams have done a pretty good job defending the out of bounds.
Stevenson got a good look and then got fouled as she got her rebound. Team foul number 2 on Vinton-Shellsburg, and that will go against Alyssa Griffith, her second. Got Iowa City West and Algona Garrigan getting ready to go at it in the next game. Coach PJ Mayer over there. And now we've got to push inside. They're going to get Kreitner on the foul. Van Welden back in for Preer for Marion, and Burke and Johnson will come in. Griffith and Bruce will come out. Nope. Check that. Bruce stays. Meyer out. 2:59 to play here in quarter number 3. Marion with a 2-point lead. Putting it on the floor, driving in Rice, and she got fouled from behind.
That was close. I think Vinton wanted a block, and it's close.
Kreitner got her second at about 10 seconds. And Regan Rice to the free throw line for the Wolves. Junior has played since her freshman year and got that one to go. Jenna Heinrichs will come in for Dunn for Marion. 30-27, 2:56 to play here in the third. Second free throw also good by Rice, who's got 5 off the Marion bench. Weaving her way through traffic, 31-27. Davis out of control. Somehow got it over the baseline.
That was a great out of control, lost the ball, pass to my teammate.
Kreitner gets the beneficiary of that pass, the 2, and it's 31-29 Marion. Wolves with the ball, going to the basket to our right. Rice in the corner, bullet pass down low, tipped away by Burke, and Davis out of there with it. Davis 1-on-2.
Oh, she turned her back.
And took it up strong, but missed the layup. Marion the other way with Van Welden. Across the center line, stutter dribble right. Cross-court pass, Rice, open 3, in and out.
Oh, in and out.
Burke the rebound for Vinton-Shellsburg.
Burke's had a quiet, big game so far.
Lead pass ahead, tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Vikings. Griffith back in as Burke will come out. And here comes Meyer back in. Coach Heisman's played 7. He's rotated him in, though.
Yes, he has. Trying to catch enough little breaks here and there for all 5.
Vinton-Shellsburg with the basketball. Griffith over to Johnson. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Vinton-Shellsburg shooting for the tie or the lead with the home run ball. Kreitner to Griffith as the Vikings taking a little time off the clock here. A little half-court offense. Now they get it inside to Griffith and got the layup.
Good patience. Really good patience by Vinton that time.
And we're tied at 31. Griffith in double figures with 11. Stevenson's shot partially blocked by Kreitner. And Vinton-Shellsburg shooting for the lead. Good pass to Meyer, and she got fouled by Rice. That's going to be 4 on Regan Rice.
Boy, what a game of runs, isn't it?
The 5'10 junior Ashley Meyer to the line now for Vinton-Shellsburg. 5 junior starters for Vinton-Shellsburg.
Yeah, and I don't know if we'll see that the rest of the year, Scott. We see all
we'll see one
juniors.
in our next game. We'll see 5 seniors.
Oh, that's
with
right.
Springville.
Yeah, Springville. Yep, you don't see that very often, so that's awesome to see that experience.
32-31. As the second free throw up, that one is good. Meyer got them both. 4.5, 6 in the game. 33-31. Vinton-Shellsburg back up by 2. Baseline drive, Struken. Got doubled, kicked it to Van Welden. All the way in and got the little scooper to go.
Boy, that was a nice play by Van Welden because Vinton slid in with the defense and she was athletic enough to get around that.
33-33, minute 5 to play. Bounce pass to the corner. Driving in Meyer, kicks it to Kreitner. A little head and shoulder fake. Got doubled and Pavelka took it away.
Yeah, she rushed it. Kreitner rushed that and she knew it.
Wing pass up ahead. They bounce it down on the block. Now the ball tipped away and stolen.
Go.
Marion with their 19th turnover. 2-on-2. Griffith, leaner up. No. Fouled by the freshman Pavelka.
And that's a smart play by Griffith, too. She was patient enough to see if she's going to catch her defense off balance, and she did and went right to the bucket.
That is a senior. That's a junior move by someone who's played 3 years.
You can tell, and you can definitely tell. She is a good floor general.
44.4 to play here in the third quarter. And the first 2 free throws is up and good by Alyssa Griffith.
Is that Coach Oakland in the house from Upper Iowa?
Where are we? I see Coach Sanderson.
Oh, that's Sanderson.
Yep.
Looked like Coach Oakland.
34-33 with 44.4 to go. Second free throw is up and good. Griffith got a pair. That's 13 for her. 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Three-quarter court pressure put on by Vinton-Shellsburg. As Prier's pass tipped, stolen away. Still 30 seconds to go, so a lot of time. The running layup won't go, and rebounded out of there by Marion. As the Wolves dodge a bullet there. Throw over the top to everyone to Stevenson. She'll try to wrap around pass down to the baseline. Pavelka with the save on it, down to 15. Up top, Struken, three-pointer, back iron, no. Rebound, and we're gonna have a jump with 11.1 to go.
Yeah, good toughness on both girls.
And it will go to Vinton-Shellsburg. 35-33, Vikings with the lead. As Kreitner will come in for Vinton-Shellsburg. Marion with some man pressure here. Looking to get it in. Looking, got it in. Kreitner with 10. Turns, works on Struken, and a little bump on Heinrichsey. That drives you batty if you're a coach.
It's driving me batty, and I'm not coaching. I mean, it's just you want to get in position. If you're not in position, just don't give up these fouls.
It's team foul number 6. 7 seconds to play here in the third.
Got to go. Got to attack. Got to attack.
Davis, crossover dribble. Now spins out front, lost the handle, picked up by Preer. She'll let it fly from half court, and it's no good at the end of the third quarter play. And after 3, Vinton-Shellsburg 35 and the Marion Wolves 33. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. You're listening to CRM Live Sports.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply. Touch and see. Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids.
Got a good one here in Rivalry Saturday. It is Vinton-Shellsburg on top of Marion, 35-33. As we start the fourth quarter, and Vinton-Shellsburg back to that 2-3 zone. Done. High post. They work it over on the far side. Atwood back in with the 4 fouls. Good pass inside Struken, and the turnaround good.
Well, Struken knew where she was, too, around the basket. That's a smart play. She knew where she was at and was able to convert it.
That is 10 now for Sadie Struken. We're tied at 35. Griffith splits a double team. Vikets is going to the basket to our left, and a travel going to be called on Julie Johnson. By the way, late third quarter, Michigan 28, Ohio State 13.
Oh, boy. At Ohio State. No, that's at Michigan. That's at Michigan, right.
It is at Michigan.
Wow.
Marion?
That'll change the Final Four pick.
Yes, it
college.
will. Preer, done. Atwood back in with 4 fouls. Bakkenstead and Struken. Skip pass over the top. Preer spinning right of the lane, looking for some help.
You don't need to force it, Marion. Get a good look.
Lobs it inside. Bakkenstead turnaround was blocked in there. And I think Bruce got an inadvertent elbow. She's okay. Back to Dunn. Turnaround corner 3 won't go. And a foul on the rebound.
Is it? Set him.
That would be 4 on Bakkenstead. And the 7th on Marion.
Yeah, that's on Bakkenstead. Wow.
So Bakkenstead with 4, Rice with 4, and Atwood with 4 for the Wolves. Now, what do you do if you're Coach Martinson? Well, you bring Pavelka in.
Yeah, well, you know, right now I think you got 6 minutes left. If you're going to rest somebody because of foul trouble, you got to look at about 4.5 minutes and go. You can't really let them sit too long right now.
1-1. Griffith right through. Or check that. That is Briley Bruce. First point for Bruce tonight. Davis back in for Vinton-Shellsburg. 36-35. One more. This one on the way. That one also good. Vinton-Shellsburg is winning this one right now at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was early. I mean, in the game when they got into the bonus already.
37-35. Marion pushing it up. Atwood trapped.
Stepped out of bounds. Yep. And again, she drove right up to the sideline, and that's exactly where Vinton wants you.
21 turnovers.
Yeah, excuse me, but they need to slow it down. Marion just needs to see what's developing, and they just keep getting it to that side.
Davis, Meyer, Kreitner in there, Griffith, and Burke for Vinton-Shellsburg. Pass up top is juggled, picked back up by Davis. She has slapped away by Dunn. Good defense there by Marion, and the Wolves on the run. Atwood with the catch outside the arc right wing, and she'll set it up. Between the legs with it, circling left outside the arc. Gets a couple of picks, can't do anything with it. Strucken to Preer, working on Griffith. 6:12 to play in the ball game.
Just good patience, get a good look here.
Marion down by 2 in the pick and roll. The pass intercepted by Burke. Got it up ahead to Davis, and a timeout going to be used.
Good timeout
By Vinton-Shellsburg. That will leave them with 2 and give us an opportunity to take a break. From Rivalry Saturday, 6:01 to play in the ball game. Vinton-Shellsburg 37, Marion 35. Back after this on CRM Live Sports.
Cedar Rapids Millwork, providing outstanding service to Eastern Iowa for over 50 years. Quality products, including windows, doors, moldings, hardware, stair parts, specialties, and cabinets. Locally owned and operated, Cedar Rapids Millwork has in-house production, providing innovative quality services for contractors and their customers of the corridor. Cedar Rapids Millwork, 1950 Progress Drive in Hiawatha, and online at cedarrapidsmillwork.com.
Coming down to the end of this one, as it'll be Vinton-Shellsburg inbounds. Van Welden in, and good defense. Causes a 5-second count.
You know, in Marion's body to body, Scott, very good defense. But it's that full court. There's just their hands become too active at times.
So now it'll be Marion to put it into play. Preer bringing it up with the left hand. Spins out front at the top of the key between the rings to Dunn. She'll take it free throw line, and the cross-court pass tip, but Van Welden comes away with it. Out to Preer, a quick 3 up and good.
That's a big 3.
6 for Preer. Her first three-pointer, and it's back to a 1-point Marion lead at 38-37. Beating the pressure is Bruce. Bringing it up, trying to hand it off, and got tied up. Boy, Van Welden was right there.
Yeah, smart play, and she just kind of got her hand on it, and anytime a post has it, you want to go right after it.
It's going to stay with Vinton-Shellsburg on the arrow, though.
Plenty of time for both teams.
5:28 to play. That was nearly over.
I hate those passes.
But establish that backcourt beforehand. Back into the ball game is Meyer. Oh, the pass out of bounds. As cutting to the basket was Davis, and Bruce thought she was going to stay there.
Yeah, they did. They were 5 out too, which surprised me a little bit. So you're running 5 out, and boy, sometimes timing just has to be right there, and right there it was not.
20 turnovers for Vinton-Shellsburg, 22 for Marion. It has not been a clean game, but it's been a good game. Dunn backing her way in. 2-person game now with Strucken. Stop and go along the baseline. Floater won't go, and the rebound to Bruce. And Vinton-Shellsburg will bring it up. Kreitner on the dribble with the right hand to Griffith. Turns on Dunn outside the arc. Puts it on the floor. Griffith on the drive. Got doubled.
Good no call.
Put it up out of bounds. Going to stay with the Vikings.
That was a good no call. It's good defense by Marion.
Nobody gained an advantage.
Nope.
Inbound, Griffith, off balance, little runner goes. Both teams have had very good out of bounds plays. Griffith with 15, and it's 39-38. Vinton-Shellsburg back out in front. Wild pass, and it's too tall. Thrown away by Marion, and the Vikings bringing it up. Bounce pass to Griffith in the corner. Marion in the man defense. Griffith puts it on the floor. Griffith drives in, kicks it out to Bruce in the wing. And she'll reset. Halfway done here in the fourth. Vinton-Shellsburg with the ball and a 1-point lead, and they're being patient.
Yeah, they are.
Bruce, right of the key. Back it comes to Davis. Up top, three, and
Wow.
she hits.
Yeah, it was a big three. Well, that was set up nice, too, by Briley Bruce. She little head fake and got pass off to her partner for an open shot.
42-38. And we got a foul on the pressure defense against Sophia Kreitner. Her third, 15th foul. Stevenson back in for Marion. And Julia Johnson back in for Vinton-Shellsburg. 2-possession lead right now for Vinton-Shellsburg. 42-38. Inbounds pass is out of bounds. That easily could have been a foul.
Easily.
We can see a lot up here, though.
Yeah.
I think we will eventually see in football and basketball a referee in the sky up here.
I would not be surprised anymore. We had a lot of stop and goes on the Iowa-Nebraska game.
Here's Preer on the drive, and she got held from behind. Going to be the 6th foul on Vinton-Shellsburg. Julia Johnson picks up her third. As here comes back instead with the 4 fouls. So she's in there with 4. The other 2 4 foul players are on the bench. They try to feed it inside off the hands of Struken. Here comes Griffith.
I'm surprised she didn't take that to the rim.
Marion with 24 turnovers. Griffith with Backenstedt on her. Nasif tries to take her one-on-one with 4 fouls. And Shellsburg running a little continuity game here. Meyer starts to go baseline, cut off, spinning.
You want to call a timeout?
Goes back door. Davis a catch, 12-footer, pop through. Boy, how good has Abby Davis been?
Yeah, and I tell you what, that was all instinct too. She saw her teammate in trouble and shot the gap, and great job.
44-38, 6-point lead. Struken corner 3, good, and Marion needed that.
So effortless.
And a timeout going to be taken, a 30 right here by Marion with 2:43 to play in the ball game. It's Vinton-Shellsburg 44 and Marion 41. Back after this on CRM Live Sports.
No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member.
Back with you here from Rivalry Saturday. We got 4 more of these. This has been fun.
Yeah, I see Coach Phil Dunn. He's you can tell he's not happy as a coach too. He's seeing all these turnovers and yeah, too many.
By both teams, really.
Yeah, by both teams, exactly.
44-41, Vinton-Shellsburg. Atwood is now back into the game with her 4 fouls. Backenstedt in there with 4. And
What's Vinton have, Scott, for turnovers?
20.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Marion with a little token full court pressure.
As a coach, you always try to use that bookmark as 12 or under is a good game for turnovers.
And ahead of a possible 5-second count, Vinton-Shellsburg uses a timeout. So each team has only 1 timeout remaining here in the contest. We'll take a break. 2:43 to play. 44-41, Vinton-Shellsburg. Back after this.
American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
Down to 2:43 remaining in the ball game. And we're getting behind schedule here, Steve.
Yeah.
As we thought we might.
Yeah, well, tell you what, though, it's two teams playing hard and two teams that are going to have a lot of success this year, and it's such a great matchup.
Full court pressure applied by Marion.
Yep,
Shellsburg
I like it.
will get it in. Johnson, Kreitner in there. A double team in the backcourt. Ball taken away for a moment. They're going to have to beat the 10-second count, and they just do. Here's Griffith driving in. Leaves it to Bruce. Steps in. Little 10-foot floater, and she got the roll. Pretty good time for her first field goal.
Yes, it was. Little runner.
46-41. Good backdoor
Great
look to
pass.
Prayer. 8 for Madison Prayer. 46-43.
Great pass by Atwood.
Marion down by 3. They feed the post. Griffith working inside on Backenstead. Little flipper, no good. They fight for the rebound. Loose and picked up by Van Welden. Marion with Atwood in the open court. Through traffic. Back to the trailer. Backenstead had it tipped away. With 1:48. Here's Struken. Picks it up top of the key. Preer driving baseline. In all the way. Shot blocked. Foul call. 2 free throws for Preer as they got the foul on Griffith.
But Preer has been an active defender all day long, just all over the floor, just high energy.
And 8 points for Madison Preer.
And that's just based on energy too. I'll tell you what, if you're Vinton, you gotta make sure. I'm sure Coach is saying it, but you gotta find, you gotta make sure you find the shooters. You do not want to get Struken any open looks right now.
First free throw, no good. Regan Rice with her 4 fouls back into the Marion lineup.
He's got Struken out right now. Maybe quick little breather, but boy, you got to think about getting her back in.
1:42, second free throw good. 46-44. Vinton-Shellsburg beating the presser. Long wing pass. Nice catch there by Meyer. Meyer hands it off to Davis. Bruce in there. Kreitner as the ball tipped away by Van Welden off the overplay. A steal and a layup. 4 for Van Welden.
Ooh.
Oh, and a foul in the backcourt. They got Atwood with her 5th.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she'll foul out with 1:22 remaining in the proceedings.
Tell you what, Vinton was trying to run a little clock there, and what happens when you run the clock, you get a little tight, especially when you've only got one game under your belt. And credit to Marion there on the defensive end.
46-46 with 1:22 to play. 1-1 for Sophia Kreitner. And this one on the way, missed it. And the rebound to Preer. Marion can take the lead. Preer driving to kick. Struken, corner 3, that's short. And a rebound out deep, picked up by Vinton-Shellsburg. And Van Welden on the foul.
Boy, you cannot leave Struken open, though. Boy, you got to identify where that was way too good a look for her.
Team foul number 9, final 1-1. Right now, Marion looks like the fresher team a little bit.
They do right now. It's taking less effort and more effort on Vinton just to try to get that ball up the floor.
Riley Bruce, 2 out of 2 on the afternoon from the line with a big 1-1. It's on the way and right through.
Boy, nice crowd tonight, too, this afternoon.
Really is. Got more games coming up. 5 more at Rivalry Saturday. Next one on the way. Good. Curled it in.
Yeah, those are big. Now, you're up 2 if you're Vinton. You cannot give an open look to Struken. You just got to make someone else beat you.
Van Welden up ahead to Rice. Wing pass Struken. Puts it on the floor. Drives. Leans. Got it from 10.
Oh, tough move. Tough move.
And Marion going to use their last timeout. And it'll be a full timeout with 58.8 seconds to play here in the ballgame. And we are tied at 48. We'll be back with more from Rivalry Saturday right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl deliver state-of-the-art chiropractic care for the entire family. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Serving our area athletes for over 50 years and keeping athletes of all ages functioning at their highest performance for a winning game. Spinal Corrective Center, online at spinalcc.com. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
Griffith breaks the pressure, goes one-on-one, took it all the way.
Oh, well, and it was a smart all the way, too. She didn't force it. She thought, well, if you're going to let me get all the way to the rim, I'm going to go.
Van Weldon scoop shot the other way, no good.
Rebound by Griffith.
There's the fifth on Backenstead. She'll foul out with 41 seconds to play, and double bonus time now for Vinton-Shellsburg.
That was a good rebound. That was her 8th rebound tonight.
So 2 away from a double-double. Pavelka will come in, and Marion loses their post for the rest of the game.
Think about Alyssa Griffith's got, we haven't seen her force anything. She just plays and lets the game come to her, and she'll attack. If you're going to give me something, I'm going to go ahead and take it.
Free throw up, good. And Vinton-Shellsburg's hit their foul shots here down the stretch. 51-48, 41.1, and this could make it a 2-possession game.
Well, last year she was 57% from the line.
So far this year.
Boom.
And they're a lot. Got those.
She's just quiet killer.
52-48. Marion quickly. Rice hands it off. Pavelka fakes, driving a kick outside. Van Weldon. Stutter dribble coming left. Sets up Preer. Baseline all the way in. And she got fouled with 29 seconds. Good.
Yeah, right now it's a 4-point lead for Vinton. And if you're, what you want to do is just make either shots difficult without fouling. And right there they gave up a foul. But, boy, you just want to play good defense, make some time go off, and don't give them an easy look.
1-1 for Preer. On the way, good for the senior. Had a good ball game this afternoon with 10 points now for Madison Preer. Marion came in a 57% free throw shooting team. Better than that today, but the second one no good. Stays a 3-point game, and we're going to have a jump.
Ball.
Now who's got it? We cannot see the arrow from our vantage point.
Marion ball?
Yes, it is. 52. So you go for a quick 2? You go for the 3?
Yeah, for me, it depends. If you're Strukin, you got a good look, you shoot it. And for anything else, I think you got to try to get a quick look at it. Quick 2.
Van Weldon to trigger. Looking. Still looking. Bear and threw it in and threw it away.
That's a big turnover. Good defense. That was very good defense by Vinton.
So now
got to get
the Vikings got to throw it in.
Well, and right now, if you're Vinton, you got to get your free throw shooters up trying to get the ball. It's not a matter of getting it in. You want to get it into your free throw shooters.
52-49.
That's going to stay. Yep,
That's going to be Marion's ball. Boy, both teams having all sorts of difficulty getting the ball in.
And this is where you like to have that timeout in your back pocket.
Right now, Vinton-Shellsburg, the only team with a timeout. As Van Weldon from the corner. Got it into Strook and Griffith on her, 23 seconds. Here's Van Weldon driving in. Bounce pass, kick out, Preer, 3. That's short, and a rebound, and a travel on Vinton-Shellsburg. Davis caught it, but was falling backwards and called for the walk with 14.9.
Right now, you do not want to give up the 3. You'll give up a quick 2, but you cannot give up the 3.
And now Vinton-Shellsburg will use their final timeout of the ball game. 14.9 remaining here in the contest. 52-49, Vinton-Shellsburg on top, and we'll be back for the final moments after this here on CRM Live Sports.
First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA.
Back with 14.9 to go. I see Jan Jensen walking in.
Yeah.
And I have one guess on who she is here to watch.
I have one guess, too. If I have one guess, I think it might be the same.
All right, Marion down 3. Now you're Vinton-Shellsburg. And Coach Heisman, did you say, do you give up the foul?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can give up the foul, but I sure would not give an open look or any look at the 3 right now.
Lob it into Pavelka in the high post. Strukin in the corner. Good job of defense.
Good
Forced
job.
it up. And it goes, what, out of bounds? Or went behind the backboard? Now the officials are going to talk.
Yeah, the coach is saying catch the ball because that's, if you don't know whose ball it is, just grab it.
8.8. Marion will try it again. They need a 3, down 3.
You're going to run the same play here. You're going to run Strukin, get the ball in, and
yep, they're going to try that again.
There it goes.
To the corner. Strukin coming off the screen, and it knocked away
Where'd
out
it go?
of bounds. Going to stay with Marion. Good defense by Alyssa Griffith.
Yep, coaches yell no 3s. You definitely don't want a 3. 3 will send it into overtime here.
5.6. Rice turns.
Ooh.
Puts it up. No good short. 2 seconds. 1 second. And that's it. Vinton-Shellsburg holds on.
What a game.
52-49.
What a game.
As Vinton-Shellsburg goes to 2-0. They get the victory over the Marion Wolves here in our first game of Rivalry Saturday. And a very good one indeed. As Marion drops to 1-1, 1-1 in the conference. Vinton-Shellsburg now 2-0 in league play. We'll take a break, come back with the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths post-game show from Johnson Hall. Right after this, you're listening to Girls High School Rivalry Saturday on CRM Live Sports.
Looking for a family-owned, friendly experience when you need dental care? You will find it at the Dental Center. The Dental Center has been caring for patients in the corridor for over 50 years. Doctors Chris, Jenna, and Kyle Hangeman, Brad Stovey, and Shannon Hanks provide dental care for the entire family from age 3 through 103. The staff at the Dental Center understand that some patients have dental anxiety, and they are very experienced in making them feel comforted and cared during their visit. Because at the Dental Center, patients are more than patients. They are part of our Dental Center family. The Dental Center, with 2 convenient locations in Southeast Cedar Rapids on Mount Vernon Road and Hiawatha. Quality, comfortable care.
Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply. Touch and see. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
Back on the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths postgame show, Vinton-Shellsburg defeats Marion 52-49 as the teams for the next game getting ready to go at it. Algona Garrigan and West High of Iowa City. Good ball game. Not the cleanest ball game. It looked like a second ball game of the year for both these clubs, but when you have 2 rivals going at it like this, you're going to have this at times. It was a game of runs, but Vinton-Shellsburg made more plays down the stretch and won it.
They did, and they really did a good job. And the plays down the stretch kind of was led by Alyssa Griffith, and boy, she just had a really nice game and kind of just she's one that took advantage of what was given to her, and just really took the lead and the great leadership from her. But you're right. It was just too many turnovers, and both coaches will drive back saying we had too many turnovers. It's not just going to be Vinton. It's not just going to be Marion, but both teams way too many turnovers, and they got to take care of the ball.
Well, we'll take a look at the scoring for you coming up in just a moment. As, like I said, continue the rivalry Saturday here. As both the Garrigan and West out on the court here. And tell you what, I'm not sure you can have this in boys, but in girls and volleyball, you have it all the time, and you're seeing more and more of it in girls basketball. But you don't get a 5A and a 1A very often, but you got her here.
Well, and it's just going to be a fun matchup to watch because, yeah, you don't see that. You'll see a 2A versus 3A or 5A versus 4A, but you won't see that kind of jump. And but if you're a coach from Algona Garrigan, he's thrilled to death to be playing a 5A school.
Yep, and tell you what, credit BJ Mayer as well.
Yeah, he has nothing to gain from this.
He's got nothing to gain from this. He knows it's going to be a good game, but everywhere else around the state saying, oh, you lose to a 1A, then what do you got?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Rice is in the house, too.
Yeah.
She's at Bradley.
That is correct.
Yes.
That is correct. All right, let's take a look at the final scoring in the ball game for this one for Vinton-Shellsburg. Alyssa Griffith, boy, she looked all-state and all-conference today.
She did.
19 points, had the big bucket coming down the stretch in a tie game. We'll have more on that coming up in a little bit. 19 points for her. 9 points for Ashley Meyer. Hit a big 3 in the second half. Abby Davis with 8. 6 of those coming in the second half of play. 6 points for Briley Bruce. Sophia Kreitner had 6. 2 for Julia Johnson. And Kalinda Burke had 2 as well for Vinton-Shellsburg. For the Marion Wolves, 2 in double figures led by Sadie Strukin tonight, the senior with 15. Madison Prayer, also another senior, ended up with 10 points. Molly Dunn had 8, including a couple threes, all in the first half of play. 5 points for Regan Rice off the bench. Mila Van Welden had 4. Ella Backenstead had 3. Ava Atwood had 2. And Maddie Pavelka had 2. Bench scoring, Marion won that battle 11-4, but the turnovers, Wolves with 25 turnovers unofficially to 23 for Vinton-Shellsburg in the ball game. Vinton-Shellsburg 18 of 25 from the free throw line this afternoon, while Marion was 6 of 10. So that is where Vinton-Shellsburg won this basketball game, Steve.
Yeah, they sure did. They won it early, Scott. I mean, they had the free throws first quarter already when Marion, had 18 fouls already in the first quarter. That just kind of set the precedent on how that was going to be. And just way too many fouls for Marion. I'm sure that's, I like what they do. Their half-court man is really good, and they do a nice job of running and defensively all over, but just got to get the position feet and get more in position. And then offensively, Marion's got to find a way to take care of the ball against pressure. And if you're another coach watching that, you're thinking, I think maybe we might want to think about trying to pressure Marion. They're going to have to be careful and just assume that's going to happen more.
Indeed. And threes, Marion with 7 threes compared to 2 for Vinton-Shellsburg. Vinton-Shellsburg with 14 two-point field goals to 11 for the Marion Wolves. As both these teams, tell you what, they epitomized the WAMAC this year, I think. It's going to be a scrap in the WAMAC conference this year in girls basketball.
Well, I think you're going to see a lot of scores like this. I mean, you're going to see 4-point scores all the way through. And, that's going to be fun to watch. We've already seen close scores already from Tuesday night and from the WAMAC. Now it's carried over to today.
We'll take a final break. Come back. We'll have our Dental Center player of the game. We'll also have our First Federal Credit Union play of the game right after this. You're listening to High School Girls Rivalry Saturday on CRM Live Sports.
Looking for a family-owned, friendly experience when you need dental care? You will find it at the Dental Center. The Dental Center has been caring for patients in the corridor for over 50 years. Doctors Chris, Jenna, and Kyle Hangeman, Brad Stovey, and Shannon Hinks provide dental care for the entire family from age 3 through 103. The staff at the Dental Center understand that some patients have dental anxiety, and they are very experienced in making them feel comforted and cared during their visit. Because at the Dental Center, patients are more than patients, they are part of our Dental Center family. The Dental Center, with 2 convenient locations in Southeast Cedar Rapids on Mount Vernon Road and Hiawatha. Quality, comfortable care. First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA.
Back with you on the Plum Supply Kitchens Baths Both Games show as Vinton-Shellsburg beats Marion 52-49. In our first game, we've got more coming up. We'll tell you about that in a moment. Time to pick our Dental Center player of the game, and it's brought to you by the Dental Center. Their 2 locations, Mount Vernon Road Southeast and in Hiawatha. And I think we got to go with Alyssa Griffith.
Yeah, I agree.
She was a difference.
She was a difference, and not only just with her points and leadership, but rebounds. She had 9, and just a really, really good floor game.
So congratulations to the 5'10 junior, the all-conference player, Alyssa Griffith, with 19 today. Had 5 field goals to go along with 9 free throws, was 9 of 11 from the free throw line, as she is our Dental Center player of the game. Our play of the game brought to you by First Federal Credit Union. Check them out online at firstfedcu.com. I think we got to go to the same well on this one. It was 48-48. And, oh, check that. It was 46-46.
Yep.
And Vinton-Shellsburg had it out of bounds, broke the pressure, and it was Alyssa Griffith taking it all on her own.
That's the exact play I was thinking of. So, yeah, she did. And just smart. She didn't really force anything offensively.
And she got the bucket, gave Vinton-Shellsburg a lead they would not relinquish in this 3-point win. So the bucket that gave the Vikings the lead, 48-46. And that is our First Federal Credit Union play of the game here for our first contest here today. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with you coming up at about, I wouldn't say 3:20, but I'm not banking on that right now. Probably about 3:30 or so, as we'll have the first of 4. After that, it'll be Springville taking on Nottoway Valley, followed by North Lynn going up against Denver. Then it's Benton Community and Center Point Urbana, followed by Cedar Rapids Xavier and Solon. So for everybody here at Rivalry Saturday, for Steve Dozer, Scott Unash saying so long for now. Rejoin us here on CRM Live Sports coming up at around 3:30 this afternoon as we will pick up coverage of Rivalry Saturday. Again, the final score, Vinton-Shellsburg 52, Marion 49. And you've been listening to a presentation of CRM Live Sports.